The first time she turned her back to me, I told myself it was exhaustion. The second time, I believed it was stress. But by the fifth, when her body stiffened the moment my arm brushed against her, something inside me cracked, a small, quiet fracture I tried desperately to ignore. Lena used to melt into me, her laughter soft and contagious, her eyes lit with warmth that made everything in life feel bearable. But lately, the bedroom had become an Arctic zone. The air between us carried an unspoken tension, her every word measured, her touch non-existent. One night, as the rain hammered against our windows, I whispered, "Did I do something wrong?" Her sigh was sharp, almost annoyed. "No, Daniel. I'm just tired. Not everything is about you." That sentence burned. I lay awake long after she drifted to sleep, staring at the ceiling, counting the seconds between each breath. My mind clawed through excuses. Maybe work was overwhelming her, maybe she was depressed. But beneath those justifications, a darker thought whispered. The following weeks became a blur of avoidance. She'd stay late at work more often, claiming deadlines, yet her perfume would linger when she came home, a scent too fresh to have spent 12 hours in an office. Her phone was always face down, locked tight, notifications silenced. I noticed the way she smiled at her screen, that half-smile people make when they're being seen by someone who makes them feel special. But when she looked at me, it was gone. One night, I decided to test something. "I'm going to bed early," I said casually, kissing her cheek. Her skin flinched under my lips. "Yeah, okay," she replied, not looking up from her phone. I waited upstairs in the dark, listening. 10 minutes later, I heard her footsteps, light and deliberate, moving toward the kitchen. Then came the muffled sound of her voice. Whispering. I crept down the stairs, heart pounding like a drum. Through the dim hallway, her silhouette glowed faintly from the kitchen light. She was leaning against the counter, smiling, the kind of smile I hadn't seen in months. "I can't. He's upstairs," she murmured, her voice trembling not from fear, but excitement. "No, he has no idea." That was the moment something inside me died. I walked back to bed, forcing my breathing to steady. When she returned, I pretended to sleep, my mind racing through every memory. Our anniversaries, the morning coffees, the quiet laughter before sleep. All of it now tainted. The next morning, I didn't confront her. Not yet. Betrayal deserves precision, not chaos. Instead, I started to notice things I'd once ignored. The extra effort in her makeup before late meetings. The scent of someone else's cologne clinging faintly to her clothes. The sudden habit of locking her laptop. So I adapted. I smiled more. Cooked her favorite meals. Acted like the oblivious husband she believed me to be. Meanwhile, I quietly gathered proof. Her messages synced through our shared tablet. Something she must have forgotten. Late one night, I opened it. And there it was, months of messages with Ryan. Compliments. Secret plans. Words like "miss your touch." My hands shook, but I read every word. She had written things she never said to me anymore. By the time I reached the last message, "Can't wait until I can finally stay the night with you," I felt nothing. No tears, no rage. Just a hollow clarity. The next morning, I kissed her forehead before she left for work. "You're working late again." She smiled, almost guiltily. "Yeah. Sorry, babe. I'll make it up to you." I nodded. "I'm sure you will." That evening, while she was at work, I drove to her office parking lot. Her car wasn't there. I followed her phone's location. Thankfully, she'd left that setting on too. The dot blinked from a small apartment complex across town. When I reached the building, I saw her car parked outside. I sat there for a long while, gripping the steering wheel, breathing through the storm inside me. I wanted to burst in, scream, expose her lies. But I didn't. Not yet. The next morning, I woke early and packed a small bag. I left a letter on the kitchen counter. No anger. No accusations. Just truth. "Lena. I know. I've known for a while. I just wanted to see if you'd tell me. You didn't. I'm not here to fight. I'm done begging for affection you freely give to someone else. I'll be staying with my brother for now. Take care of yourself." And tell Ryan he can have what's left of the woman I used to love. I signed it and walked away. She called me that afternoon, voice trembling, panic seeping through every word. Daniel, please, let's talk. It wasn't what you think. I made a mistake, please. I let her speak. Every lie, every plea. When she finally paused, I said, you denied me intimacy because you'd already given it to someone else. Don't insult us both by pretending otherwise. The silence that followed was heavy, suffocating. Then a quiet sob. I didn't mean to lose you. You didn't lose me, I said softly. You threw me away. I ended the call. Weeks passed. She tried reaching out. Texts, emails, letters left at my brother's place. I didn't respond. I didn't need revenge. My silence was louder than any outburst. I wanted her to sit with her choices, to feel the emptiness she created. Months later, a mutual friend told me Ryan had left her. Apparently, he wasn't ready for commitment. That night, I received a message from Lena. I see now what I lost. You were my safe place, and I destroyed it. I stared at it for a long time. Then I turned off my phone. For the first time in months, I slept peacefully, because sometimes, the cruelest revenge isn't destruction. It's absence.